So I went to Granite State Comic Con this year and I got to interview Bud and Bonnie Santos. Now they are the cutest Tuvian couple. They cosplay as the first and second Doctors, and Bud has some great advice on how to cosplay the first Doctor and really get in character. And their son runs an awesome convention website and it'll tell you what conventions are in your area, so definitely check that website out. I've got it linked in the description below. All that and more is coming up, so cue the montage. I am here at Granite State Comic Con with Bud Santos, and you are a First Doctor cosplayer. Could you tell me why and how you started cosplaying the First Doctor?
Well, my son Benjamin, who did cosplay as Hellboy, does a very nice Hellboy, was going to a convention in Portland, Maine called PortCon. He said, "Dad, come, you'll have a great time." And I said, "Well, who can I play? I mean, I'm not really Superman. I don't want to put the money into a Batman costume." And it was like, well, I could be the original Doctor. I've got the wrinkles. So I went as the original Doctor, came around the corner, and there were a bunch of Doctor Who characters out in front of the convention. They spotted me. They said, "Oh my gosh, you've got a First Doctor," and it went from there. Go to a big convention in New York called Allied Who, which is strictly Doctor Who. I get to meet actual actors from Doctor Who. It's just a great time. I meet a great bunch of people, and I have fun doing the costumes and stuff. I do the First Doctor. I also do a War Doctor. And since Han Solo got older, I now do a Han Solo.
What would be your advice to anybody looking to cosplay the First Doctor?
Watch the 5 Doctors. Gives you a good kind of influence as to how he's going to react to the other Doctors you're going to meet. Any of his older episodes that you can get hold of, watch those, kind of get a feel for them. Start looking for bits and pieces of the costume. Mine is almost exclusively from Goodwill stores. The wig I bought online, but everything else is from a Goodwill store, right down to the shoes. And I just, very inexpensively, I do it as cheaply as I can, and I go and I have fun.
I hear you've got advice for people who are looking for conventions in their area, how they can find those.
Yes, there is a website called cosplayconventioncenter.com. It's a free searchable database of conventions. It's free to cosplayers. You can search by theme, by state, by region, and there's no pop-up ads, there's no clickbait. It's to find conventions. There's over 700 conventions listed right now in the US, Great Britain, and Canada.
Wow, that is awesome. And I've been asking cosplayers around the con who their favorite Doctor is.
I get asked this a lot, and my standard answer is my favorite Doctor is whichever one I happen to be watching, which makes it a little tough when you start watching things like the 5 Doctors, the 3 Doctors, the 2 Doctors. That gets a little tricky, but whichever one I'm watching is my favorite.
So I had to bring in your lovely wife, and you are, of course, cosplaying as Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor. It's a cosplay that I've done before, and I'm just so glad to see you guys both representing these Doctors. What made you want to cosplay the second Doctor?
I wanted to because it brought me to conventions with my husband and my son, Benjamin.
So you got to spend time together as a family doing that activity. Conventions are a lovely place to do that. Who's your favorite Doctor? That's what
My favorite Doctor is the First Doctor.
Right answer, right answer.
Oh, that is awesome.
We've been together 40 years, so I think that's a good answer to that question.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming on
You're
the show.
welcome.
It was lovely having you guys.
Nice to meet you
Enjoy
too.
the convention.
Thank you.